Hi, welcome back to the Wired Banking series. And of course, today we'll be looking at ledger, how to create ledger and connect them. And of course, in the recent time, you may likely want to be able to perform transactions, and you encounter some difficulties or some errors, messages, right, requesting that you create ledgers. Okay, of course, I'll be using the POS vote as example. Let's say I want to credit a POS terminal. Possibly as I did that, you can say, okay, oh, the transaction is failed. Reason being that I should go ahead and set POS top up transaction type, of course. So basically it's asking you, there's a type which does not have a ledger, which is this, which is POS admin top up transaction, of course. So there is a ledger with this name which is not properly set, which the system is requesting that you go ahead and set up the ledger. And of course, how to set up ledger, the first thing you need to do is to create the ledger account, which is the first thing you need to do. So to do a ledger account, you go ahead and hit on manage ledger account, right? So on the manage ledger account, you go ahead and scroll down to the bottom of it, and you see a button that said add ledger account. So all that's going to do is to hit on the add ledger account. So we'll be creating two ledger accounts. The first, you need your ledger code, right, which I can say, okay, 776. Well, you can actually give it whatever figure or numbers that works for you, right? Then I can go ahead and say, okay, the ledger account, the ledger name is POS inward, right? Please hold on. Inward, right? That's the name, and I want it to be connected to all the branches, right? And specifically to work more often in the Lagos branch, right? You can decide to also make it all if not specified. They can say, okay, this for a revenue, right? So of course they go ahead and click on set, right? So it allows you some time to add, right? So you go ahead and create another. So I can now say this is outward. This is outward ledger. Same thing, but at this time is the format that changes, right? Then go ahead and set. Of course, the boot has been set. So the final thing you want to do is to go back to your settings. Once you are back in your setting, at this time you'll be clicking the option to where you see ledger settings. So of course you hit on ledger settings. So of course once the ledger settings appear, so you select the transaction type, which the menu have already told you the transaction type which has not been configured, which is POS top up admin, right? So of course, which is this guy, right? POS admin top up. So of course this is the guy that is not set. So of course you hit on it, then you go ahead, select the POS account that you created. You can now say, okay, this is inward, right? Okay, where is it again? So you can now say, okay, this is inward. Of course you can create as many of them, right? One, okay, inward and outward debit, of course. Then go ahead and set. Of course, once this is done, you go ahead, select. Each of them has their credit and the debit part. So of course we've done one. Then you go ahead and look for the order on the POS credit, right? So you look for it. So every of the one that have credit also have debit, right? So you go ahead and click on it. So at this time you can now set it outward, right? Outward. Then you now say it's inward, right? Then you can now go ahead and save. So So try to carry out the same transaction that was failing earlier on, complaining that there is no ledger on it, and of course the transaction should be successful process. Of course, this is just the easiest way for you to know. As long as you know the name of the ledger that you are to create, and you know the name of the transaction type that was giving those errors, right? So of course it's something that you are able to hold on. Okay, we have another one. There's another transaction type which is POS agent. Of course, so basically I do not need to create an account, so I can maintain the same account. I can maintain the same account that I had. So but the basic thing that I just need to do is to link the account. So of course I'll be hitting on the ledger, the second options. Okay, so okay, please allow some time. Okay, it's loading. I think the network. Okay, so at this time is the POS agent that is requested that I should set. So I'll go ahead and click on this is the POS agent credit. Then go ahead, select this part. I'll go ahead and select outward. Then go ahead, select inward. Right? Then go ahead and set. Right? So like I said, on the transaction type, we have the credit and the debit. So of course you repeat same thing for the debit, selecting the credit and outward. And of course you try the transactions again. As long as you are paying attention on the transaction type that the system is actually requesting for, you shouldn't have any difficulties or issues setting up your ledger or creating up your ledger account. It's quite straightforward, right? So go ahead, try it now. Okay, so we can also remember 15 and of course transaction is not successful because the both ledgers which it has requested for has been created successfully. The essence of the ledger is for accounting purpose, right? Of course we're going to be sharing another videos that talked about the accounting purpose, so that you know your inflow, the money that came in and money that left out. All right, thank you. That will be all on this section.